Hey boys and ghouls, Mootini here. I know. I took a little more than just 1 week off. Our little vacation James and I took, originally we were supposed to go to Disney World for the week, but with everything happening with my family recently, James and I decided to kind of put a hold on Disney World for now, and we did an incredible staycation here. On top of just having fun with James, I really got knocked on my ass hard when I got back to work. Only because you can imagine what taking an entire week off of work will do to you when you gotta get back in the flow. And speaking about getting back into the flow with things, that's what we're gonna talk about in this week's video. Well, not really talk. I'm actually gonna bring you guys with me. For this week's video, you guys, you are going to see a day in my life. So what does Mootini do on a day-to-day basis? So come along, my friends. It's gonna be a spooky time in the real world. What I do, not on YouTube.
Good morning, my boys and ghouls. I usually try to get up around 6:30ish, 6:45ish during the weekday. James actually got up here a little bit earlier than I did, which is kind of rare. And here I am realizing he's not coming back to bed for more cuddles, so I need to get my ass out of bed. And it is time to get dressed and ready for the workday. And here I am, my beautiful sleepiness, getting ready for another day, another dollar. Oh my gosh, look who it is. It's the hubby. Mwah. Good morning, my darling. Honestly, though, James is such a huge help in the mornings. While I usually take a bit of extra time getting myself ready, he will get our lunches ready, and also will get the cats ready, make sure they have everything that they need here for the day while I wash my face, as we see right here. And usually when we go into the office for the work week, I usually will put on just a little bit of makeup. I try to keep it more on the natural side when we do go into the office with the other people. So here I am doing that. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. And then it's time to take my vitamins. I take this Lemmy and prenatal, and this is not a pregnancy announcement, you guys. We are currently working on that. And with me looking beautimous for the day, it is time to get dressed. Wait a minute. Hey! Voila! She's so beautiful. And here I am trying to look smexy for James. Aw, he left me. Psych! He tackled me! Oh my gosh. Now is not the time, James. We need to get to work. Here I am wrapping things up here by putting on my shoes, putting up my hair, and brushing my toofies nice and clean. And now it's time for the most dreadful part of every day in the work week, saying goodbye to my lovely kitty cats. But can you blame me? They're so cute. Who wants to leave them? Alrighty, little home of ours. Adios until past 5 o'clock. We'll see you later this evening. Now you will notice here, you guys, it begins as quite a pretty day here in Salt Lake City, which is not abnormal. But with all the fires that have been popping up here and there, you are going to see just a little later on in the video what we've been experiencing here in the city specifically. Not flames, thank God, but a lot of smoke that has been rolling in and out. But before any of that, we do need to make a Starbucks run. I need my caffeine. I usually will get a strawberry acai refresher and pop it into my little spiderweb tumbler cup holder thingy here I got from the TikTok shop. And then we make our beautiful drive into the heart of Salt Lake City to begin the work day. And one more time, just as a reminder, you guys, I am not going to be filming where exactly we work just for privacy reasons. We work at Nunya Business. Now that we have officially arrived at the office, it is time to get nice and comfortable and get my computer and my system all nice and warmed up, ready to tackle on today's events. Now, once I have everything all nice up and ready, it is time to pop on my headset and take on the day. I will let you guys know I don't really film a lot here while I'm at work because I need to focus while I'm here. But I will show you what I do in between my work since it is the dead season, as we call it here at our job. I brought this horror-themed word search puzzle book. I love puzzle books. And a couple hours later, it is time for lunch. Here's what we brought today. Vitamin water, a yogurt. We'll get back to that later. We got some tortellinis here, some cucumbers and broccolis. I got some cookies here, yum yum yum, and some cottage cheese and mustard. Consider this lunch smashed. And during the rest of my lunch break, I thought I would show you guys what I have in my little office space here. Along from being a horror movie fan, I'm also a huge anime fan, so I have a lot of Funko Pops here. I also have a lot of stickers around my desk. Here we got Roast the Dead coffee. I got this cute little Halloween coaster and my work mat here. It's a bunch of the Halloween jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, which I got from a Black Star Co. I got some little plushies here from when I worked at Build-A-Bear Workshop and a Haunted Mansion bride doll I got from the Disney shop online. And you'll also see here the numerous amounts of stickers I have literally everywhere in my workspace. I have a huge sticker obsession. You'll also notice, you guys, I am a huge fan of the retro Rainbow Bright and Strawberry Shortcake figures. These I got at Five Below, the little chibi brand. I think that's what it's called. From the Five Below shops, I am completely obsessed with Strawberry Shortcake and Rainbow Bright. They're so cute. Surprise, surprise, we have even more stickers, but over here we start getting into some keychain territory. More anime, K-pop, and Pokemon. And I also have a huge section of pins that I've collected here. A little preview of the world that I work in, with those pins specifically. And I've got pictures of me and my handsome man. I have a bunch of really cute little spooky knickknacks around my desk, which I just absolutely love. It is at this moment at 5 o'clock that it is time to clock out of work and clock into life. I heard someone on TikTok say that, and I absolutely loved that saying, so I'm using it here today. But we're gonna walk out of the office. It is time to say bye-bye until tomorrow, and time to make the trek home. Now, this is really here where you will see the effects of the fires we're having here in Salt Lake City. The skies become very gloomy. On top of a storm rolling in, it's usually crystal clear, even when it's cloudy. You'll see all the smoke that has just been everywhere. It's terrifying, you guys. But thank God for our firefighters. But with that, we are finally home, and oh my gosh, look who it is, you guys. It's my little babies. You guys have met Poe before, but this is Kibben. She's such a sweetie. They both are. Oh my gosh, I miss them both so much whenever we leave for work. After today's events at work, and also with the stress of coming home in the midst of smoke, I needed to take a hot shower, you guys. I needed to wipe all that crud and stress off of my shoulders. Talk about rejuvenating. Now tonight, I was actually supposed to head out to my ballet class, but from looking at the weather app here, we had at least 3 red flag warnings, which is never a good sign, of course. So upon discussing it, both James and I agreed that it would be a better idea for me to just stay in tonight altogether. With the weather and the fire alone, it just wasn't a good idea. So we tucked in, I read a bit of my book here and gave my kitty cats lots and lots of love, and then it was time to cook some dinner. Usually when I'm cooking, I will pop in a VHS here in my TV that I've had since I was a little kid. Tonight's choice, it is Scared Silly from the Ronald McDonald cartoon series from the late 90s. Does anyone else remember those? I loved them as a kid.
Hey Mootini, what's for dinner?
Oh, well, I am so glad that you asked. We are making poor man's casserole. At least that's what James and I call it here, because it is quick, cheap, and easy to make. But basically, you brown some ground beef here, you pop in some of this potatoes O'Brien, I think that's how you pronounce it. Oopsies. But you get this can of cheddar cheese soup and cream of celery soup, and then you go into that mixture, and then you mix it all up, and this is what you get. I know it doesn't look the most appetizing at first, you guys. It is definitely a trust the process meal. But oh my gosh, look at that! Casserole in a dish. Pop some cheese on and pop it in the oven for a little bit. I had this can of sweet peas and some leftover carrots from yesterday, and I plopped it all on a plate, and that was our dinner. After dinner, we started watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and oh my gosh, you guys know it is my absolute favorite TV show of all time. It's James's first time watching this, and I've been enjoying every second of his reaction and just getting to share it with him. But after several episodes, it has gotten pretty late, so I need to brush my teeth and take a little sleepy time gummy to go to sleep. And it's time to head into bed. Now it is time to get comfy and cozy, ready to drift off into dreamland, you guys. I will usually put on a little TV show to have on in the background. I do like to have a little noise going on in order to get to sleep. But with that, thank you guys so much for following with me throughout the day. I'll see you all next time. Good night.
Whoa, and we are back. So yeah, that was the day in my life, you guys. I do have one quick little update here for you guys before we go and start wrapping it up here with this week. Obviously, some time has passed since I've re-sparked the Mootini channel, and after trying to keep that constant flow of a video every Friday, the Mootini schedule is going to be changed just a little bit. Now, not to worry, you guys, I do still plan on making a video every week, but I am going to change the date on when the video is actually released. Instead of Fridays at 9:30 in the morning, videos are now going to be released on Sundays at 12:30 p.m. Mountain time, people. Mountain time. But yeah, that's the one and only update I have for you guys. Alrighty, my friends, that wraps it up for this episode of Mootini. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel if you want to hang out more. As usual, all the links to my social medias are going to be down here below. And for those who like to leave comments on YouTube videos, since it's been a little bit of time since we've hung out, you guys, I'm curious, what was the last horror movie that you saw in the movie theater? I personally really wanted to see that movie called Obsession, but unfortunately, it just didn't work out for me to go see it in the movie theater this time around. For me, the last horror movie I saw in the movie theater was Scream 7. Thank you so much for watching this week's video, my boys and ghouls. Alrighty, you guys. See you next time. Mootini out!